Good afternoon. Hey, how you doing? We back with another video, and we doing acrylic toast French tips with a little bling on the piggy, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. We're gonna go ahead and cut these toenails down so that they can be nice and short, so our enhancement can last as long as possible. And then we're gonna go ahead and file it to our liking. Then we're gonna get into some cuticle work. She didn't have a whole lot of going on with her cuticles, so I'm just going to take my pusher. I'm going to push them back a little bit. I'm going with a cuticle bit, you know, clean it up, get in them side walls, get in the cuticle area. Now, to remember that when doing any type of enhancement with your nails, you got to get all dead skin off of the nail plate. Leaving that stuff on there is going to cause lifting, and baby, if it's going to lift, why are we wasting our time? Okay, you don't want nobody calling you talking about, ooh, girl, my nail done popped off. Now you got to work for free. Do it right the first time. Thank you. Now I'm going to go in with my fine grit sanding band to remove all the shine off of the natural nail. And remember, we're removing the shine because that's removing the oil. So then when we go in with our dehydrator and our primer, it is a dry base. It's going to adhere. It's going to be like sticky tape for the rats and stuff in your garage. It's just going to be sticky tape. Sticky. So we don't have to worry about nothing coming off. That's the reason. That is the reason to the madness. You got to remove all of the dust. I like to use a nylon scrub brush to do that. And remember, I dehydrate twice and I prime twice, and I'm using a miasecret primer, period. Right, ready, action. Let's get into this acrylic application. So her big toe was small. Okay, because, you know, usually I just take me a nice medium bead and I focus on getting my free edge first. But the medium for her, the medium on her was really a large. So I just took that excess acrylic that I had and brought it down to the free edge and just used it to get my free edge real straight. And then I'm going to just go and take a little bead. See, on this right side, ain't nothing going on that right side. And I'm going to make sure my cuticle application is popping. See, now I'm going to just take me a smaller bead, and I don't never put it up there in the cuticle where I need it. I'd rather put it in the middle and push it to where I need it to go, because if I put it where I need it, I don't know. Somebody be praying on my downfall, and they don't be doing right. But let's go ahead and get into these little piggies. All right, you remember what I told you in the other videos? On your little piggies, you don't need a whole bunch. You see I had too much on there? I had to take it off of there because I can't be overwhelmed. I can't be having too much doing what it be doing and it don't be doing right. So you only need a little bit. You do not need an acrylic bead that's even the same size as the toe. You need to go a little bit smaller so that you can manipulate and sculpt with it. And it's going to stretch. It do what it do. Now, sis, I have no idea why it looked like I recorded this on a Nintendo DSi. Why does it look like that? But it's okay. Just squint a little bit, turn your head to the side. We get through it. It's all right. Same thing. It's just repetition. It's repetition of the same exact thing that you did on the toe before. It's just going to progressively get smaller if you're moving from big toe to little toe. Okay, so you just want to really make sure that you take the time to allow the acrylic to polymerize. Polymerization is the process of the polymer, which is your powder, and it's just reacting with the monomers. The monomers is your purple liquid, your nail liquid that you use. So polymerization is when the polymer and the monomer are working together and they're starting to set. It's starting to get more solid. It's not as runny as it typically would be as if you just picked up a real wet bead. So you have to work with that process so that you can manipulate the acrylic to get the square shape that you want. Girl, that's why you gotta go to school, because you gotta know the words, you gotta know the terms and the terminology, because when I'm talking to you and telling you what we're doing, do you even know? If I was trifling and didn't give you definitions, would you even know? Anyway, see, this, I'm working with the polymerization process, because over time the acrylic is going to get more and more solid, and it allows me when I'm sculpting to manipulate to where the acrylic stays. It's not going to try to flow with the ocean or be a little wonky or anything. It's going to literally stay in the shape that I make it. That's why you cannot rush the process. People be like, well, how do you get faster? Girl, you don't. At a certain point, the acrylic just do what it do. If the acrylic ain't set, it ain't nothing you can do about it. You're going to have to be patient, baby. Take it slow. Time for my favorite part. We're gonna get to filing. Remember, you want to pop the acrylic off the skin. You've been to the nail shop, you know what they be doing. They be pushing on the sides. It's for a purpose. It's so that if anything ended up on the skin, you could pop it up, file it off, and keep it pushing. Get the finish real nice. And make sure you're holding your client's skin back, because you don't want to cut somebody on their toe. And I tell you, I was doing my toes. Let me tell you, I was doing my toes one time. And girl, I had to take a break from acrylic toes because the way I had chopped myself up, pissed my own doggone self off. That stuff hurt, and it hurt for days. Yo, man, if you put Neosporin on, that CeraVe healing ointment, it don't matter. That thing is gonna burn for a couple days now. Don't be over here playing with people. Move that skin out the way. You see it there, you know what's gonna hurt. Stop being trifling. You be got the wrong client. She be kicked you in your chin. Now you mad. Both y'all mad. Both y'all in pain. Y'all looking at each other like you're stupid. Doing acrylic toes, you want to make sure that you're getting toes nice and short. You want it to look nice and natural, nice and short, unless your client asks for something else. You should always ask them, do you like them short and square? That's what I say. I said, just like that. You want them short and square, baby? That's how you like it. Okay. That's how we do it then. But you want them to be short, because when they grow out, the average person don't just have open toe shoes, no shoes on all the time. You don't want them to be tight in their shoes. Because you want your girl to enjoy her toes and be like, yeah, these toes was sexy and they lasted me a good while. Let me go back and pay her bills. Let me go back and give her some more money so she can pay her bills, because my tech do me right. Okay? That is the end goal. We want them to come back so they can keep paying our bills. That's what they do. They pay our bills in exchange for getting their nails done. And the only way that they're going to come back is if you did a good job. You didn't cut her up. Her toes was looking good. Her man got excited when she saw them toes. Yeah. Let's go ahead and seal the cuticles. We are sealing the cuticle because, one, you want it to look nice and flush. You want these toes to look like they her toes. You don't need nobody seeing her out in public and be like, ooh, look at her with them fake ass toes on. No. How dare you? We're not giving them big, bulky, cinder block looking toes. No, we want these to be nice and suckable, period. I'm using a fine grit, tapered barrel nail bit. I have to enunciate because those words sound the same, and I don't want you to be confused. If you just starting out doing acrylic toes, get you a safety bit. Even if you don't use safety bits on hands, girl, you can't be playing with people's feet. You can't. When I tell you, if you chop somebody's toe, that thing hurt just a little bit. Just don't let it go skip around. Get a safety bit until you get comfortable. Thank me later. Now I'm going to go in and give it a little buffy buff so I have something nice and smooth to work on when I'm going in with my gel polish for my French and whatnot. Oh, would you look at that? All of a sudden the quality came back. Thanks for joining us. We just needed you during the sealing and the filing, but I guess we'll take what we can get. So I'm going in and I'm doing French tips. Y'all know how to do French tips. You go up on both sides to make sure the height is equal on both sides like I'm doing right here. And then you just do your swoop-de-doos to the bottom, and then you just make it meet in the middle. Fill it in, and if you want it thicker, make it thicker, baby. Make it thicker, baby. Hey, make it thicker, baby. Yeah, make it thicker, baby. Let me stop. Make it thicker, baby. Okay. We're going to do it again. Lines on the side. Make sure they're the same height. Swoop, make a meet at the bottom in the middle. Fill it in so you can actually see what it is that you're doing. Don't trust the outline. Go ahead and fill in them corners. And then make it thicker, baby. Okay, I'm gonna skip that toe because I'm gonna put bling on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the big toe. So again, lines on the side to make sure that they the same height. Why you got all that on that brush? Wipe that off. And then you're gonna do your swoop-de-doos on both sides. Make a meet at the middle of the free edge. Go ahead and fill that in because we don't trust the outline. And then make it thicker, baby. I'm gonna have to record that. Make it thicker, baby. Make it thicker, Alright, now this is a tip for the girls. Whenever you are doing bling anything, bling French full, bling whatever, you must, and listen, this is a requirement from my coalition that I just made up in my head. You must do a glitter background. That way, if they lose a stone, they won't have no gap tooth looking bling. You know how foolish children look with gap tooth? Could you imagine a gap tooth toe when you got these cute French tips and it look like somebody been biting on your bling? Because the quality of your work is just not at the same level as mine. Take the extra step. Okay, take the extra step. Just like we doing now. Y'all know this is my favorite step to make sure that my acrylic toes are extra crispy. As we go in after we did top coat and everything is cured, and we go back in and we file. Make sure you are filing with intention so you're not taking off your French tip because we didn't do that work for nothing. And when I'm done doing that, baby, I'm about to show you these toes because these toes was buffing. Baby, look at that. Shine bright like a toenail. Yes, shine bright like a toenail. All right, I'm done. Bye.